Ram Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, welcome to Morning Amrut program. His Grace
Krishna.
Kaustubha Krishna Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. His Grace Ram Kripa Prabhuji will be reading the Namamrita, followed by Srila Prabhupada quote, followed by Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit. Thereafter, Her Grace Rupa Radha Mataji will be reciting the slokas. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna. Ram Kripa Prabhuji, kindly start.
हरे कृष्ण बहुदंडवत प्रणाम। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada की जय। His Holiness गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। His Holiness भक्ति आश्रय वैष्णव स्वामी महाराज की जय। His Grace क्रिया गुरु रूपलाल प्रभु की जय। अनंत अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। Sri Namamrita, the nectar of the holy name. By the simple process of chanting, one's transcendental bliss simply increases. Krishna consciousness is called avyaya. Vyaya means exhaustion. For example, one may have $100, and if they are spent one after another, the next day it will come to zero. That is Vyaya, exhaustive. But Krishna consciousness is not like that. If you cultivate this knowledge of Krishna consciousness, then it will increase. That is certified by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam. Ananda means pleasure, transcendental bliss, and Ambuddhi means ocean. In the material world, we see that the ocean does not increase. But if one cultivates the Krishna consciousness, then his transcendental bliss will simply increase. Ananda Buddhi Vardhana. And I shall always remind everyone that the process is very simple. Anyone can chant anywhere without taxation or loss, but the gain is very great. The science of self-realization. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada quote, 5th October. If one is situated in real Krishna consciousness, he can face the most severe type of adversity and remain completely undisturbed. Calcutta, October 5th, 1971. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita. Thus, while others were yet in the womb of historical oblivion, the sages of India had developed a different kind of civilization which enables us to know ourselves. They had discovered that we are not at all material entities, but that we are all spiritual, permanent, and non destructible servants of the Absolute. The speech continued, describing the horrible consequences of misshapen human life, the sufferings of repeated birth and death. Again and again, Abhay stressed the need to surrender to the spiritual master. He criticized empirical mundane philosophers, godless politicians, and blind sense gratifiers. He repeatedly pointed to the soul's natural and sublime position as the servant of God and as the servant of the pure devotee of God. Abhay, an initiated disciple of his spiritual master for a little more than 2 years, referring to himself as a student, continued. Will be continued tomorrow. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam. Bhagavad Gita 13.16 Bahir bhutanam acharam charam eva cha sukshmatvat tad avigyayam durastham chantike cha tat. Translation: The Supreme Truth exists outside and inside of all living beings, the moving and the non moving. Because he is subtle, he is beyond the power of all material senses to see or to know. Although far, far away, he is also near to all. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.12.34 Tatra tatra prasam vidhi प्रशंसद्भिः पथि वैमानिकैः सुरैः अवकीर्यामनो ददृशे कुस्मै क्रमासो गृहान्. Translation: While Dhruv Maharaj was passing through space, he gradually saw all the planets of the solar system, and on the path he saw all the demigods in their airplane, showering flowers upon him like a rain. Hare Krishna. CC Madhya 4.210 Gopala Gopinath Puri Gosani Raghuna Bhakta Sange Sri Mukhe Prabhu Kaila Aspadana. Translation: In this way, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally tasted with his own mouth the transcendental qualities of Gopalaji, Gopinath, and Sri Madhvendra Puri. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Radha Ras Bihari ki jai, Lalita Sakhi Vishakha ki jai, Shri Shri Sitaram Lakshman Bhakta Hanuman ki jai, Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maya ki jai, Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai, Morning Japa program ki jai, Amrut Vani ki jai, Samasta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. In today's Amrut Vani, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he says that when we are in Krishna consciousness and we keep on chanting, then our Krishna consciousness keeps on increasing. We become more and more pure. Like he gives an example that in the material life, a person may be rich anyhow, but then his money, slowly and slowly, if he keeps on spending, then it will become zero. One day he will not be having anything. But in the case of Krishna consciousness, if we keep on chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and remembering the Lord, put ourselves in the devotional service of the Lord, then our spiritual knowledge and spiritual bliss, which is the transcendental bliss, it will go on increasing and increasing like anything. Here is given the example also of that Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam, and I shall always remind everyone that the process is very simple. Anyone can chant anywhere without taxation or loss, but the gain is very great, so we should keep on chanting. Also, it is said that we should always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Satatam kirtayanto ma namasyant yatantashtadrarvita. Like that, so we should be always in Krishna consciousness. Hari Bol. Here Prabhupada says that if one is situated in real Krishna consciousness, he can face the most severe type of adversity. Like it is a tarorapi sunichen sessionun. Like the tree which is there existing and suffering from bearing all the calamities of whether it is rain or it is cold or it is heat, but it keeps on giving shade. So similarly, the devotees are always like that, whether they are in trouble or they are in dukkha or sukh, but they are the same, undisturbed, and they always remember the Lord. Hari Bol. Next. Now Prabhupada had got the initiation just 2 years before, and now he is giving the speech in the Gaudiya mission and speaking to his other God brothers, that he said that our Indian civilization is so vast that when the others were still in the womb, our sages who are there eternal, like Saptarishi, they were so much advanced in the knowledge of the spiritual, say like our Atma, the soul, and Paramatma, the super soul, that others had no knowledge. Others were still thinking on the bodily level of this. But then Abhay stressed the need of surrender to the spiritual master. He says it is necessary to have a spiritual master because he can only show us the way, the real way of how to go to our original house, which is Golok Vrindavan, or to be in the service of the absolute truth, that is the God. Hare Krishna. Here in Bhagavad Gita, the supreme truth exists outside and inside. Lord says in Bhagavad Gita that Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo Mata Sarvasya Upayante. I am in everywhere, inside and outside. He is within us like Paramatma, Atma and Paramatma. And also he is outside, whether Jad or Ajad. He is everywhere. And although far, far away, even though he is in Golok Vrindavan, which is very far, but still he is very near to us and within us. So we should always remember the Lord. Hari Bol. Now Dhruv Maharaj has sat in the Viman plane which was brought by the Vishnu Dutas, and he is sitting there, and while going to Brahmalok, he finds so many planets passing through it, and the demigods showering the flowers upon him. He was very pleased to see everything about the nature, beauty created by the Lord. Hare Krishna. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after having tasted the kheer which was offered in Gopinath temple, he realized the qualities of Gopalji, Gopinath, and Sri Madhvendra Puri. He found that they are really they are the same, not like different. Gopalji and Gopinath are the same. And he started praying and worshipping them. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. I wish all those